Today I'm going to explain how to use SAS CSS preprocessor with VueJs. So let's start. I'm using Next.js framework project. So let's start. npx create next project, next app, then project name SAS Vue example. Then it will download and install all the required packages and it will configure the Next.js project. I'm using two development packages for compiling the SAS file into CSS. So now we can add a project name. Default project name SAS Vue. I'm using that itself. Then project description SAS VueJs example, that is description. And other name I'm skipping just now. Then choose the package manager. I'm using the npm right now, and the UI framework I'm using Bulma, and one more. Then server framework I'm using Express.js. It's very easy to use and it's very powerful one. I'm not using any Axios or progressive web app type actually right now, so just entering here. I'm not using any linting tool, so just skipping that part also. I'm not using any testing framework here. And the final rendering mode is single page app. Now it's configuring the web app. Let's wait for a few seconds. Meantime, I'll show you what is SAS. SAS is most powerful and stable CSS extension language. It's very easy to use, and you can go sas-lang.com. You give the full instruction how to install and how to use it. Then documentation, syntax, everything is here. It's like object method. You can use any object method. You can add variables, more extra feature, and it reduce the complexity of the CSS work. Now it's almost installed the basic stuff. Successfully installed a project SAS Vue example. So there is two methods to start. To get start in development mode, npm run dev, and in production you can use npm run build. Then just start npm run start in production mode. So let's start SAS VueJs example. I'm inside the SAS VueJs example project folder. Then I'm using a VS Code to edit the code. So let's start VS Code. This is the folder structure, component layout, middleware. I'm not explaining everything. I already explained in my previous video all these things. So now, excuse me. Now I am going to install the development packages, both node-sass and SAS loader. npm install SAS loader and node-sass. It's only needed in development mode, so use dev. So to add one more folder under assets, new folder SAS. All project related SAS files, put it here. So I'm going to create main.css here, main.scss, and one more can using underscore sass, not sass, variables dot ses. So both. So today I'll show how to create a sample cart. So now it's ready. So first page, now we can page is, this is the default page. I'll show you how to look into to looks. pm run dev, we are going to run the server. Now it's ready, server is ready. So I'll simply click on this. It will open a default VueJs app. So we can remove all the things. We don't want those kind of things, right? So I'm going to delete all the things from here, and all export method, and I'm not using this logo or anything from here, and all CSS I'm going to delete. So now it's done. So basically, yeah, now I'm using the Bulma thing, Bulma CSS, right? So I'm using section class section. Before that I'm using the container thing, container width. So div dot container, save that, this one, hello next, will automatically restart, and yeah, it's here next. This is the basic thing. So I'm not using all the logo and everything, so I'm going to delete all the unwanted files here from here. So I deleted. I'm not using any component right now, so that I deleted. Then layout thing, so many font and everything, I'm not using the default Next.js stuff, so that I deleted.
I already created the product details, so I'm going to add product details in here. So I'm going to create the product div and everything here. So first I'm adding a column here, div dot columns, and it's multi-line column, so is adding the class multi-line. Okay, so columns div is created. Next thing is column, so div dot column, and it's 4 width column, yeah, total 12 bits, this is 4, then 1 row 3 product details you can see. adding the product details here. First, I'm using for loop here, so product, to get the product details. Product imports. Okay, so but showing some right underlines. So yeah, underline multiple times based on source data. We bind. We need to use. We need to bind the key. Yeah, otherwise it will show and warning error. Bind dot key equal to product dot id. Okay, so this is product id. Next, we are using the card element. So dot card. Okay, now we can display just first we are going to display the image. Dot card image. Figure. Image first here is 4x3 size. Image size. Okay. Then we are using image tag in the source and the direction. So I'm using the column. Then product dot image okay. Now so we can start the app. So the basic layout of the product is look like this. So next we going to add the details of the product. Next we are going to add card content details. So this is card. Save that card image. Then we dot card content. Okay. Inside card content, we are adding media content. Dot media. This is the default class from Bulma actually. Bulma CSS properties. Then we are adding two things. One is title. Title is product price, and second one is subtitle. That's product name. Then we are adding the button. First paragraph is for title. Paragraph dot title dot is for. This is the title div right now. Then adding a dollar sign first. Prices in dollars. So dollar sign. Then product dot price. second one is class equal to subtitle, and property 6, size is 6. There's some class in default class in Burma CSS, you can check that later. Okay, product name. So replace two things and save it, and it's automatically reloaded. Now we can check that. Wow, beautiful, right? So price and this thing is added. Name is added. Next, we are going to add the button. Button. I'm not using it. So removing button. Add to cart. Let's check once. Yeah, now I got the buttons. So next we are going to add CSS globally. So first we need to configure style resources in next modules. So first that we need to install style resources. Pm install at xjs / style resources. If you didn't configure this, then you need to import the CSS SAS files every time in all the VueJs files. Now we are trying to use globally. So this is going to install. This is installing right now. So you can configure it in next config. We need to import the module here. So it's a module part. Yeah, modules. Under modules, we need to add next.js / style resources. Okay, now module is added. Then we need to add style resources here. And specify the SAS file what we are using. We are already created in assets folder, so just put the path here. Assets / SAS / star dot. So it will import all the SAS files. Okay. Something, yeah. It's not array. Move it. Yeah. Then we need to add the CSS file. So as assets as while using main file right now. So that's also important. Now I'm going to add CSS. So import. Then first I'm importing the Bulma CSS, default CSS. Bulma /sass / utilities / all .sass. And also I'm importing the Bulma all class, and then using Bulma, right? Import Bulma. Okay. Dot. Then I'm adding for our products container section dot columns and column then dot card content then dot media content. First we are aligning all the text to center. So text align center. Okay. Then for title we are adding a color. Title color. For the color I am adding it into variables. So first dollar primary color. I'm using orange color. Now we need to import this variable class here. So just add import, then just hyphen for variables dot sh. So the variables are imported, so we can use it here. Dollar primary color is added. Then we have subtitle type. So subtitle dot subtitle adding bottom. We are providing some padding 10px. Then all text is in small letters, so I'm going to capitalize it. Text transform capitalize. Okay. subtitle is capitalized. Then we need to add one more button have some color, right? So we are going to add one more color. Add car button background color primary color only. So just import using that variable primary color. Then color. Color we are using white. White here, but we can add it as a variable. So secondary color white. This and use that secondary color here. Okay, now it's ready. Now we need to start the server campaign run server. It will take a few minutes. Now it's ready. Can go here. But yeah, basic sleeve is added, but this color is not added here, so I think something went wrong. So we can check. Oh, we didn't add this class into index button class. Just add it. Forgot to add that class. Yeah. Now it's look nice, right? So added some color, then background for buttons. So now it's nice. This is the basic SAS example in VueJs. It's only for beginners. So I'm winding up right now. Anyway, thanks.